caboose. I'm Badger. That's my caboose. Today is going to be a short episode because sometimes I just don't like putting long ones out there. So basically, all I'm going to do these next couple days is prime and paint my walkway. If you saw last episode, you saw what it takes to rough them up because they're galvanized steel, but they've had rust or had welds put on them for bracing. And I showed you how I wire wheeled and paint eater disc all the paint off that I could get to, and it's been gone over with this wax and grease remover. I think I bought this at Wally World. Pretty good stuff. I've had it a couple of years. I decided it was time to use it. I went down to a home improvement store, bought some primer. I've stirred it up pretty thoroughly. I mean, I've stirred the last 10 minutes. So it should be ready enough to get ready to slap a coat on here. Now I'm gonna prime this thing down, gonna flip it over, prime it again, and then I'll be ready to paint it. We'll see where we get to from there, and then we'll move on. And maybe I might have some more stuff in this week's episode, maybe not. Sometimes you gotta roll with the punches, and time isn't always on my side. So let's see what we can do here. In case you haven't noticed, oh, I'm sloppy. That's why I put plastic down. I've got my sawhorses out here. I've got them all plastic up because they're fairly decent. I spent enough money on them. I don't want to get them all gooped up. So let's give this a shot and see what we can do. I'll just show you a little bit so you guys don't get bored. I know that grinding, it sucks whenever I do it, even though I double time it and whatnot. But gotta have content, I guess. This is gonna be a slow process too. I've only got like a 2-inch brush. I'm using Kill's interior primer. The lady at the home improvement store said, "Oh yeah, that'll work." I was like, "It's gonna be outside now." She's like, "Oh, it'll be fine, fine, and then I'll hook you up with some paint that's gonna be just dandy and have rust inhibitors and all kinds of stuff." So I said, "Okay, as long as you're sure, because I will badmouth you on my YouTube channel." She's like, "Ah, yeah, whatever," which I don't blame her. Anyway, I'm gonna give this a quick coat. If it don't look pretty enough, I'll put a second coat on her, and I'll holler at you in a minute. Oh, one last thing. You might notice that I'm not wearing my one of my favorite t-shirts anymore, and that's because I don't want to get it all slopped up. So anyway, I'll get back with you here in a minute. We'll see what it looks like after I'm done. Alright, so it's been a few days since I started this little project. It's been raining, the humidity was crazy high. My primer wouldn't dry fully. Whenever I went to flip it up, I got primer all over my hands. And it was like after it set like overnight. So I let it set for a couple days. I finally got everything primed, top side and bottom side. As you can see, it's been a few days, and I think that I am ready to start slapping on some paint. Show you what I got. Went down to the home improvement store. I ain't gonna badmouth them yet because I just don't like doing that. Anyway, I picked out my color. This is Fabulous Red. It was the closest thing from a picture on my phone that I could get of the caboose. Hopefully, after stirring this for about 12-15 minutes, hopefully it'll dry a little bit darker, but it looks pretty close, just a little bit lighter. I'm going to show you my first couple swipes. I'll get off of here and show you what else I've been doing this week, which hasn't been a whole lot, basically because I've been doing a lot of other stuff. Birthdays come about, had to go down, order a refrigerator. You guys don't even need to know about that, but that's what I'm doing. I'm busy, you know, your personal life, you got other stuff going on. So let's go ahead. It's primed. I put 2 coats on top and bottom because the first coat didn't get thick enough and I didn't want it so thick that it wouldn't dry and cure. So this is what I got, 2 coats. Let's try some of this fabulous red and see what we got. Kind of give her a shot. Oh, she might be okay. We'll see. If it isn't, well, good thing about paint, you paint over it. Last time, whenever I did the first coat, you know, you have to get that primer. I wanted to get in deep in all the crevices and such, so I did. And the second coat, I was a little bit, well, it was finished making sure I got what I missed the first time. I mean, I was pretty thorough when I did it, but I didn't want it too thick where it wouldn't dry. The humidity today is crazy high. We got a 50% chance of rain. So I'll probably put 2 coats on this, letting it set a couple hours in between each coat because I want it to dry, and I'm sweating up a storm just sitting here in the shop. But we'll let it dry. I'll let it dry overnight before I flip it over and give the top side of another coat. Look at me, I'm dripping. I gotta be careful because I'll put it right on. I don't want to drip on the paint. But I think that's going to be a pretty color. It's going to be fabulous. So anyway, that's what I've been going through this week. Not a whole lot of progress. I did weld. I'm in the process of welding on a couple patches. After I get this done, I'll show you what I did up top, and then we'll go from there. Alright, well, you've seen what I've been doing inside the shop. I've been trying to prime and paint one of those walkways. And the reason being, that one actually bolts up here. I'm on the south end of my caboose. What I've been doing while waiting on that is trying to get the leak fixed, and it has been problematic to say the least. Basically what has happened is I welded on this patch panel / riser, and then I had a hole that was about thumb size right underneath this panel. I was like, oh, I'll just get away with putting this on and putting that on. And then I had a water leak over here, so I put this one on, and then I water tested it. Then I had a leak with this one. I put this one on, and then I realized, oh, there's a pinhole here and a pinhole there. So I was like, tired of messing with it. It looks like a gobbed up mess. My welding has gotten, I'd say, a little bit better. But then I went ahead, put this piece on, welded it all up, welded up the seam on the corner because I was having a little bit of issues. There was a little pinhole. I filled it in with weld. It's all smoothed down now. So I'm basically set to go ahead and remove paint and wait for that riser or that walkway to dry and have the top done on this end, which I am, oh, thank you, Lord, ah, la, 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 whatever. Anyway, so that's what we're planning on doing next week. This week I got one more coat to do on the walkway, and then it's coated top and bottom, front and back, side to side, twice over, and then once more again just because I wanted to. So that's all for today. I know not much got done, but that humidity and the heat, and up here on top of here with no shade, it is warm, and I do not like the heat. And if you don't have to be up here, you know, probably shouldn't. So anyway, that's what I got going on this week, and that's what I'm going to plan on doing next week. Just remember, one person can do it, another person can. Badger out.